On a cold winter's night, just after my 18th birthday, I found myself working a late shift at the downtown diner. The evening had stretched longer than usual, causing me to miss the last train home. I was left waiting for the midnight train, on an eerily deserted platform. My usual call to my brother for a ride was futile, as he was out of town, and a cab was beyond my budget. The winter chill bit through my jacket, and a light snow began to fall, casting a ghostly haze under the platform lights. To distract myself, I played games on my phone, but the hour grew late and the platform remained empty. Then, from the shadows, an old man appeared, shuffling towards me. His tattered jacket and hunched posture added an unsettling air to the already chilling atmosphere. He took a seat on the bench across from me, his gaze unsettlingly fixed in my direction. Something about him seemed off. His eyes were vacant, almost as if he was lost in a distant memory. He suddenly broke the silence, asking in a gravelly voice,
"Has the train come yet?"
I replied nervously.
No, it's been delayed because of the snow.
He just kept staring, then began mumbling to himself, adding to my growing discomfort. Feeling increasingly uneasy, I pretended to be engrossed in my phone. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw him inch closer. I glanced away for a moment, and when I looked back, he was alarmingly close, his face expressionless.
Are you all right, sir?
I asked hesitantly. He just stared with a hollow gaze, then slowly raised his hand, pointing at me. In a surge of fear, I ran as fast as I could down the platform. I didn't stop until I reached the next station, panting and shivering from both the cold and fear. I sat down, my eyes darting around in paranoia, not realizing what he wanted. But then, I heard a soft sound. His eyes hauntingly fixed on me. I yelled.
What do you want?
My voice echoed in the empty station. He began to circle me, slowly making his way towards me. My back retreating against the cold wall, I shouted,
Stay back.
In a sudden move, he lunged at me, but I dodged, causing him to crash to the ground. I stood frozen as he lay there motionless. Approaching cautiously, I noticed he was bleeding from his head. I tried to talk to him, but there was no response. I called for help, and soon the police and an ambulance arrived. They told me the man was suffering from severe dementia and had wandered away from his care home. That night stayed with me, haunting my thoughts. The midnight train eventually came, and I made it home safely. But the memory of that winter night will stay forever with me.